Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we are going to be doing the Mushoku Tensei openings, all the openings and endings, actually. This is one that I've been wanting to do for a while, and now seems to be the perfect time to do it because, for one, next season in July, a new season will be coming out, so we are going to be starting this first on Patreon and then on here. So this is the perfect time to subscribe because we will be doing 100% guaranteed the show. I can't always say that about that during opening reactions, but we are 100%. This one's been recommended to me for a long time, actually. So I'm pretty happy to finally get to this. One thing was I had to kind of like find all these openings and endings separately. It was a little bit more difficult. So if I've missed anything, let me know in the comments. I think I got all of them though. Like I said, subscribe, check out the Patreon if you want to watch ahead all the exclusive shows that I do over on there. That link will be down below. Let's go ahead and start. And as usual, I go into these pretty blind. I don't know anything about this series other than that it has reincarnation in its name, and we've done a few of those shows, so that's really the only thing I have to go off of. So let's go ahead. This is opening 1. Okay. It looks like a lot of wheat. Right. See the elf ears there? Okay, so kind of like reincarnation in his name, like reincarnated into a world. I wonder what their past life is. That's the thing I always get excited about with these type of series. I always want to know what the heck they were before. Do they remember things? Every show kind of does its own thing when it comes to isekais or being reborn, reincarnated. I'm curious how this is going to go. Is it going to be more fun? Is it going to be darker, scary? What direction is this show going to go? Okay, so partying with a witch and an elf? Maybe magic centric? Very like gentle and sweet so far in the song. I'm loving her voice. Very beautiful. Not super crazy yet so far, but really like we're seeing the fire here. Let's see where it goes. Whoa. What the hell happened in that shot? Looks like there's going to be some giant ass battles. Okay. There's the darker tone. Okay, I wonder, so is this going to be a darker show? We saw some people getting hurt there, some giant battles. Are the fight scenes going to be pretty good in this series? Just from the shots I'm seeing in the openings, they look pretty epic. I mean, you guys have hyped this show to me for a long time, so I'm definitely going into this with a little bit of like thought that this could be really good. But you guys let me know what the series is, all that fun stuff, like things you see from the openings, and subscribe, obviously. Seems to be focused on a decent amount of characters, them going on a journey. Or beautiful shots though, beautiful scenes. But what's the goal of the series? I always try, if you guys are new to my opening reactions, I do them a little different. I love to guess what's happening and all that stuff, especially when I get to watch them all at once. I don't always get to do that when we start the show on day one. This show's been out for a long time, so I'm just kind of like, observing the visuals, loving the music. Like, there was a lot of epic things and like crazy things happening in the opening there, but the song itself was very gentle. It was like taking us on like this journey here, and regardless of how crazy things are happening, because it didn't always match the tone of the song there. It's still it's like it put us back in the path of everything's all right. Maybe it's not. I don't know. It seemed like there was a lot of crazy things happening in that opening. It gives me the thought that this is going to be one of those more epic tales. Gave me a little bit of free run vibes, a tiny bit, but I don't really have much to base that off of. Just kind of a feeling there. But it does seem like there might be some more darker tones in this series, just from what I've seen so far. All right, ending 1. It's like, gives me that locked in a castle feeling right there. Nice intro so far. Kind of in the middle of winter. Gotta say, the beautiful scenery in this. Like this anime does feel, it's just beautiful. Like, I could tell from the opening and the ending here, and you never know what you're gonna get with endings. Sometimes they're just straight up still shots, and not much to give. So far in this ending, it's giving us everything. Absolute beautiful scenery. Yeah. Okay, this ending song kind of slaps. It feels more like epic to me. It feels more like, I don't know, it just gives me that feeling like, I don't know. This one just hits harder to me. It's definitely less calm, more kind of pumps us up a bit more, showing us you know, kind of the journey there of the, I'm assuming, the main character that it keeps showing us, but also like the people that they're journeying with. Beautiful. Very, very sweet song. Seems like it's gonna be a sad journey though. Everything aims at that. Just tone wise and everything that I've seen so far from this really feels like, I don't know, it gives me this very dark tone, sad feeling. I try not to base everything, you know, like openings and endings can always be deceiving, and I've been shocked many times. I've thought something and then it goes in a completely different direction. But that's the fun in this anyway. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. We are doing this show, like I said before. So make sure you subscribe. Check out the Patreon. It'll probably be on there soon, at least a couple days after recording this. So definitely check out the Patreon for the full reactions and stuff. Ending 2. Oh, what is happening there? Another sad toned one. I wonder what the representation of him being kind of a shadow here, not present, not like in the group kind of thing, feeling I get from this, showing just kind of a still, but like absolutely just I just see it as a shadow. I wonder what that's supposed to represent. Like, is he supposed to be there and not there in the party? Is he just there and not present? I love to this is the stuff I get to overthink on, and I love, fuck, if you know my shit, I love overthinking. It's fun. Whoa. Don't open that door or window. Where does that go? Don't fall out of the sky. What the hell? So everything's just going to be a fun food fight. Everything will be fun in the show, right? Just throwing tomatoes and fireballs. The endings are really holding up in this. I gotta say, a lot of the time, like openings and endings, I tend to side with the opening song. I mean, it always helps with the visuals and the music on top, but the endings are holding their own so far. Now we need to get another opening. We have only had one so far, but I'm really I think just the music in general. How? Here's a question to you all. How's the OST of the actual show? I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on that. OST for me is so important. It drives me into the show, especially an epic type show. I think like examples, I think of something like Made in Abyss, like that can really like something like that, or Violet Evergarden, a show that really, and they're two totally different shows, obviously, but the OST and the music really elevates like the show. You remember that music, you remember that OST, and some of the most important scenes. I think of Violet Evergarden especially, but Made in Abyss too. Like some, like the music really elevates those, and then you just remember those. So I'd love to know your guys' opinion on that. Their voices blend really well. Did somebody die? Did somebody die there and he's seeing that person in their dreams or something? Looks a lot older. Like there's a big time jump between these seasons. Wait, was that a blue? Whenever it's a blue bird, but still, like, I see blue butterflies. I always like butterfly effect. I always think of representation, but now we have a blue bird here. I wonder what that represents. One big thing I notice is like in this, somebody died or some big thing happened between season 1 and season 2. There's a humongous time jump. There seems to be a big, it just seems to be a drastic change between seasons. Yeah, I'm really liking this one. Whoa. Why is that person in jail? We saw him looking through windows and stuff, and now we're seeing a lot of like pictures and frames and all that. I wonder what they're used for. See, I mean, that's a nice mansion, but I don't know. I'm seeing the similarities when it comes to that. Is there any significance to that? Like, could you use... is it going into different portals, different worlds, or different, like, I don't know. I get something from that. I could be completely wrong. Yeah, something big definitely happened here. Really changed things from season 1 to 2, it looks like. And now, Bluebird to Greenbird. Well, at first it looked like maybe this season is more about, like, there seemed to be a lot of regret, but maybe getting over things, like recovering from something. I mean, we're still staying the trend of like very like sad, dark things possibly happening, but hope. Like a lot of the songs make me think of that. I think they all kind of go into that that place. At least for me, that's how I see it so far. And then, yeah, and then we get like kind of the white bird at the end. You see the positivity, like hope, like a bird of hope, like a dove. I think of a dove, but yeah, just like a thing of hope right there. Great. Oh man. So something I do for all these, that we always kind of like try to find the best opening and best ending, best song overall in these, especially when we have a lot, and we have a lot on this one. It's going to be really tough because the endings really, I mean, ending 1 especially, I heavily enjoyed. Like all of them are really good. Like the endings, this opening 2 though, especially when it got to like, when it got to the chorus and stuff, it really hit. So this is going to be a close. I'd love to know your guys' favorite. Let me know in the comments. Tell me that, you know, if you want me to react to this. Obviously, I said in the beginning, I plan on it. But I'd love to know that you guys are on board and are going to watch it. So let me know in the comments for sure. Tell me other things. I'm looking for other stuff as well. So other shows and stuff, feel free. I guess this is technically ending 3. Stuck in the library for all eternity. If you had somebody with you, I think it'd be okay. She's somebody not in the group or something, wants to be with them. Very sad. Like, if this is not a sad story, I'd be shocked. I feel like this is gonna like try to make me cry by the end. I can tell this, like, from the openings and endings so far, I just feel like this is a very dark, sad story. Like everything pushes to that. It just feels like there's going to be stuff that, I mean, you guys have recommended this for a while, so I'm sure it's an epic tale. And we get to see this person like grow up and stuff too. I like big time jumps when they matter. I think that's like a big thing for me. Like time, you know, I always like the passing of time and seeing characters grow in different ways, in the sense of like getting, I I don't know, mentally stronger or weaker. They go darker or lighter. There's just so many things that you can see a character kind of go in a different direction. And this looks like a big time jump. So I would love to know what sets that off for us to have that big time. Usually it's something dramatic or something crazy that happens to set it off. I'm very excited. So this is opening 3. Okay. So yeah, he's gone through a lot of life by this point, it looks like. Reincarnated. Yeah, and we saw that girl in the ending. Okay, seems like he's still with everybody from the first opening there. Back to the wheat. It's just a story about growing bread. That's what this show was all. The openings and endings are just fucking lies. It's just about growing bread. That's why the wheat was the representation. Yes, that it was all about bread. This is good. Yeah. Okay. Opening 3 is aiming for my favorite. Okay. I knew it. That's why I went silent for a minute. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm feeling this one. It sometimes it takes a couple seasons to get real heavy. I'm getting from this opening here, like shit's gonna go down in this opening. From the fights, I mean, opening 1 kind of showed that too, but this seems to be like everything leading up to something here. This shit looks crazy. I wonder what type of magic, like what kind of mage is he? Whoa, holy, what the fuck was that in the sky? Yeah, like what was that? It seemed like something, there was bones and stuff. Was that some freaking skull enemy thing in the sky, or was that just something being built? I mean, it looked like bones, so it seemed like some type of enemy or something there. Great opening. Honestly, song-wise, that might have been my favorite. It got me hyped, like really hyped. We've really kept to a sad tone, or with a little bit of optimism and a bit of hope. For most of these songs, this one was more of like the one that gets your heart racing, a little more thrilling for me. I think it's aiming for it, but we'll definitely say it in the review at the end. So watch the end for sure. You guys, make sure you let me know in the comments what your favorite opening or ending is of this, and any recommendations for other opening and ending reactions or shows. This is the last ending here. Okay, gone right back to the sad tone. Wonder what happened to his mom and his dad. Maybe I missed them if they showed in the future openings and endings. And then them growing up and... Huh. So is this gonna end up being a love story? I mean, I gotta say there's a lot of evidence that this has got a love story slipped into maybe an epic adventure. We saw some darker tone things on top of just lots of things happening, but then we sneak in a couple of the endings, we see a focus on her and him, and kind of like seems like a budding love story from childhood there. You never know though. Like I've said, like there's so many deceiving things in these openings and endings and other shows that I try not to think of everything literal. Everything seems to be like, I don't know. Seems to be good. Like, but is that actually how things are? Like, is that Like everything's fine. They end up together and it's a fun family. Like it's kind of hard to get from these opening and endings what actually happened, but man, very good one as well. The openings and endings of the show was great. Like the music in itself, that's why I ask about the OST. You let me know in the comments about how the OST of the show is, because the openings and endings, the music is great. The visuals kind of are very like beautiful for one, but also kind of it tells a story. And even if it's misrepresented, like some openings and endings like to be on purpose to hide the story, I gotta say that they make me think. A lot of the shots there, I'd love to know what the hell is happening. Like I said before, we are reacting to the show. Openings and endings, my favorites, like I like to do at the end of all of these. I think opening 3 might be my favorite song overall. Like visually as well. Ending 1 was great, and I think it's very close for me. Best ending in my opinion is ending 1 for sure. But like it's real close. The music is good in this, but it got me hyped. Like opening 3 really just pushed a different boundary than the other ones did. It just gave me a different feeling. But great music. Let me know in the comments what you thought about everything, about the show, why it's so hype, or just, your opinions on everything. I'd love to hear from you. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel. I'm working on this and going back to slime and a few things right now. I don't have a date on this on YouTube yet, so I don't want to say it on here without 100% knowing, but it will be soon. It'll be on Patreon relatively soon, the next couple days of recording. So at least go check that out over there once it's on there, and I will try to get it on here as fast as possible. And I appreciate you watching these. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing a lot of other openings and stuff, and these opening and ending reactions have dictated some of the reaction series I've started. One good example is Oshi no Ko. I wasn't even planning on doing that immediately, and because it got so much watched and you guys were so interested, it brought it into reality, and I'm reacting to that like a couple times a week now. So if you guys have any recommendations, definitely tell me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.